In this video, I'm going to go over the ladder agility series that focuses on double leg plyometrics. The purpose of this circuit is to train the fast twitch muscles that are within the deep in the outer core, as well as in the legs that are responsible for the main actions during jumping and landing. A lot of times people think that to stay dry while running and doing like box jumps or different types of exercises seen in common group fitness settings, that if they're leaking, they got to do Kegels. Well, Kegels may be part of building the foundation, but that is happening well before we transition into jumping. In this series, all your focus is keeping a neutral spine and staying light. As you get stronger, faster, more in shape, you can bump up the intensity by increasing the speed or maybe your arm swing or repetitions in volume or even height of the jump. But in the beginning, you're trying to stay super light, focus on breath, and landing with as little sound as possible. I have Jordan here with me to help demo each of the exercises in the series. We're only going to do one rep of each variation, but you could follow the programming that I give you either individually or in the collective. You ready? Yep. So the first one in the series is going to be a double leg ankle dominant hop. So you're trying to just be really light and through mainly of the ankle, your knees and your hips move very little. Feet are going to be as close together as you can. And these are very springy through the Achilles and through your calves. And of course, remembering to breathe. Next variation of the double leg forward hop is going to be more of a squat jump, a forward squat jump. So hips sit back and down and back, and knees are bent in line with the middle of your feet. Still being springy through your calves, still landing very lightly with minimal sound and breathing. Next, we're going to do 2 out, 2 in as you go forward. In this variation, Jordan's tall, so we're targeting the calves, Achilles tendons. Same thing on the way back. Because her legs are going outward, we are targeting more of the fast twitch fibers of the outer hips, the side glutes. Next, more of a squat. Same thing with the ankle. You don't have to be as high through the ankle. This is how high you are on the balls of your feet is going to depend on your strength, your ankle mobility as your knees are bent. Knees are tracking in line with the middle of the feet. Good. Breathing throughout. Double leg hop laterally, up tall, ankle dominant, going like that. Face this way. So high on the balls of your feet, hips and shoulders are square to the side that you're facing. Face the same way and come back. Next, same thing except more in a squat. The biggest challenge for people in this one is keeping the shoulders and hips facing forward. The tendency is going to want to twist. You want to make sure you're facing forward, your spine stays in neutral the whole time. Next is going to be double leg backward. Stay high, ankle dominant, high on the balls of your feet, super quick, super light. It's okay if you're not perfect. And then come on back. With this, common thing will be to lean back into your lower lumbar spine. You want to make sure glutes stay tight, quads stay engaged so that you are erect in a good posture. Now, same thing, more in a squat. When we face different ways, we target different areas around the hips and the knee stabilizers. So it's important to hit all different angles. Now we're going, let's do double leg diagonal, like that. So Jordan's going to, one foot is going to stay in the whole time as she progresses forward and moves diagonally. Staying high for the first variation, and then same thing on the way back. And now more of a squat. All right, same thing on the way back. Great. Last one, you're gonna start here, you're gonna jump and skip a square, then jump back into that square. So it's 2 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back. And this, I want you to get on your load, you're going to keep your shins more vertical, find a stretch in the back of your thighs, glutes, and then squeeze your glutes to get into full extension as you go to jump forward. If 2 blocks is too short, then you could go 3 blocks, but you're always going to go 1 backwards.
High low.
More of a hip hinge. There you go. When she's jumping back, she's not going to be as hip hingy. Try to get into full extension as you are, yes, better. And then come on back. Initiating the jump with a glute squeeze, exhaling as you jump. That's it. Good job. You can also do this in a squat dominant strategy, but I'm not going to make Jordan do that. How we progress this is we would go to a 1 foot takeoff to a double leg landing, whether that be like this, or we do the same thing for, oh, just kidding. For each of the ones that we just went through, we could also from there progress to just single leg. Regardless the option, on the loading, you want to make sure that your knees track in the middle of your feet, you land light, and when you're jumping, especially, we didn't really hit on this throughout the video, but you want to make sure that you're hitting full extension in your hips and that you're not like staying in this crouched position, especially with when you have to get more power on the jump. The upright, you want to make sure that you stay in extension or as close to extension as you can. Core only engage as much as you need to stay in neutral. If you're super braced and rigid, that's going to increase your chances of various injuries, including urinary leakage. So I like to tell people just work on breathing and then work on this, getting this in your strength work outside of agility and just be light. But everyone's a little bit different, so there is some room for flexibility there, so try a couple different things. If you have any questions about anything I covered in this video, please comment below, reach out directly. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.